We are starting the day with some variations on art. The Art Car Parade is this weekend, so later in the show, we'll preview some of the art on wheels featured in this year's parade. That is so Houston right there. Music is another form of art, and as we know, almost every child has the opportunity to listen. It's everywhere, but actually playing music or even dancing to music engages the brain in an entirely different way. Our first guest knows firsthand how it can shape a child's confidence, discipline, and direction. Now he's made it his mission to bring those same opportunities to underserved communities in particular. Eric Wright's program isn't just teaching notes, it's building leaders, mentors, and future success stories. He joins us with former student Malcolm Hodge, who has come full circle and is now teaching. All right, Touch of Keys Music and Fine Arts. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to hear you play in just a minute. That piano's not just there for show, all right? But for you, native Houstonian, but you come from a family of musicians, so no surprise that you're in music, but maybe a surprise that you didn't know you'd be doing this with music.
True. My aunt, Vanna Wright, we just lost this a couple of weeks ago. She was a music educator, and she was the first influence in my life, you know, coming by the house, playing when you was a little kid and everything. And so my mom had a passion for music, and my dad played a little bit by ear, you know.
Yeah.
And so it was always around the family. And then I had a uncle in Dallas, Jeanette Brantley. She was a professional jazz vocalist and musician. And so it's been there.
Yeah,
you know.
it was always around you. And sometimes when you're told to do it, it's like no. But when you're exposed to it and you want to join the fun, your mom put you in piano lessons, and you loved it right away.
Yes, I fell in love. Miss Ruthie Wright was my music teacher, and she was such a loving, caring person.
Related to y'all, Miss
No,
Ruthie
she
Wright?
wasn't related.
Ah, okay.
But the coincidence had to say, people used to think she was our mom.
Yeah.
Because of the last name. But we lost her early, but she got a chance to see me graduate, you know, from school, college, and everything.
And so you do other things. You were the drum major at Jesse Jones High School, and then you went to TSU, the Ocean of Soul Marching Band. Ocean of Soul. All right. Share with people, we were talking about this in the green room this morning, just some of the things that you don't know when, and I love this because I learned these things too, being in band, and they will be with me for the rest of my life. Some of those things that came, and you're nodding your head over here because you understand that whole thing about playing in music, but just how it all started to come together for you, that you realize this is about more than just playing music.
Yes, I realized that it was a gift, you know, that everybody don't have opportunity to receive. There's an anointing part of it. Yeah. You can play and you can learn to play, but then there's that other elevation that you know, that truly that you receive, and it takes you beyond the ordinary, and it brings so much discipline in your life because of the discipline to learn music and to focus.
And that knowing it's bigger than you. There's one point y'all were playing for Mardi Gras, right? And you got a Charlie horse. And you're like, okay, I got a Charlie horse, I can't do this. So you had to walk to the back of the band, and then you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna miss my starring moment. But what happened?
You're having this pain, you know, they already told you that it can happen, but you don't hope for it to happen. And then I'm like, God, I can't believe this is my last opportunity. I'm in the back of the band, everything's going on.
I'm a senior, this is going to be it.
This is it, there's not going to be another chance. And all of a sudden the lights came on, because it was televised.
Yeah.
And those lights hit, and when the lights came on, I was like, oh no, I got this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
The show must go on.
Yeah, and I shot up through the band. I guess people probably thought that maybe that might have been part of the routine.
Yeah, right, you know? right.
And I joined my drum major partner, Phyllis Morgan and Kathy Thomas, because they was the drum majorettes, you know. And so I joined. They said, oh, a miracle, huh?
Yeah, right. All right, yeah, the Lenten season is now beginning, right? But so after you left college, you have to think, what kind of opportunities do we have? And so a lot of times people want the opportunities to perform, and you can still do that. But you also realize the great experience that you had. Not every child has opportunities to do that. And we certainly know that over the years, there's been this contest between academics, reading, writing, arithmetic, and music. A lot of music programs were actually cut out of schools. And if parents didn't have the money to put their kids in it, after school programs, then the kids just missed out. So you started Touch of Keys. Give us the foundation of Touch of Keys.
Touch of Keys Music Fine Arts was opportunities to go into those areas of the community where young people, kids don't always have the affordability to take private lessons, like you say, and to be able to do group classes and bring them all together, bring this part and this part, bring them together to explore the gifts of music, and so I knew that it was something that I was supposed to have done because what was done for me, people had planted those seeds in me, and I knew the importance of it. And I was like, it's time for me, because I had Sounds of Creation with Major, and all of them, and I knew.
And Major, by the way, Grammy nominee and the whole bit, but he is amazing. Had one of the most famous songs, wedding songs of the year. In fact, Stevie Wonder said this is the wedding song of the year. He'll be coming on our show in a couple of weeks, and he's been on here before. But just an example there. But giving those opportunities so they can rise in whichever way they would like to rise. All right, Malcolm, you were in the program since you were 12 years old. What brought you to the program?
I was already in piano lessons beforehand, but I felt like it wasn't until I was in Touch of Keys that I could really explore my creativity and show different genres of music that I could play and really improve in my technique.
Yeah, play and sing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, which is the great thing about the piano, because you have all your accompaniment like a guitar, you have it right there with you, right? The impact of performing on you has been what?
Performing has caused me to become a lot less shy. I've definitely come out of my shell in the years that I've been performing. And it's just been such a great opportunity for me to connect with my community and meet a lot of amazing new people.
Yeah, all right. So I mentioned earlier that they talk about this division between academics and the elective called music, but you basically see how they help each other.
Yes, absolutely. So music, I feel, has helped me in my discipline. It's helped me concentrate a lot of the time. And I've been able to develop both in academics and in music, not only because they intersect in a lot of my classes, but just from the focus that it offers me.
Yeah. All right. You are a top student academically. What will you be doing after you graduate from high school?
After I graduate, I'm going to be studying architecture at the University of Southern California.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
I'm very excited.
Fantastic. But you also had the opportunity to come full circle and teach younger students in the class, because you have what you do is once someone becomes 15
because they volunteer once they get 15, because the program stops at 14, and then when they turn 16, we employ them and give them that experience to use the talent and understand get the experience of working, and which is important.
And what was that like to see it from a different perspective, to teach somebody music?
It was really enlightening to see it from a different perspective, and going to all these different campuses, whether that be in Stafford or in the 3rd Ward or even down in Pearland where I live. I got to see so many different students' learning styles and really engage with them and get them excited about the arts.
Yeah, all right. You have a summer camp coming up.
Yes, Touch of Keys Music Fine Arts Summer Camp, starting June the 1st to June the 26th.
Okay, and before that, you have a gala to help raise money for this program.
Yes, we have the Touch of Keys Annual Fundraiser Scholarship Awards Gala, which is going to be on this Friday, April the 10th, downtown at the historic Houston Club in the One Shell Plaza at 7 p.m.
And you're going to be honorees include Yolanda Adams, who we know. She was a school teacher, and her principal said to her, "Look, I know you performing in the clubs at night, right? And that's why you late at class in the morning. You need to make up your mind what you're going to do." And she finally said it was tough to leave the 401k and the health plan, but she did it. And of course, several Grammys later, she has no regrets on that.